Hello, I'm Bry Liggins, and this piece is called Second Skin. And to this day, I will admit that all I ever wanted was to hold your hand. For the thought of my fingers playing in your palm sent shivers everywhere. Postage stamps weren't cheap, and I'm still paying the price. Pennies, nickels, and dimes, your large hands and mine made sense. But I will remain forever in debt until you allow me to play fortune teller, tracing your lifelines, always trying to find a way to connect them back to mine. I guess it was never in the stars. But I continued shooting, hanging on every word, ifs, ands, buts, and wells. I kept wishing that every time your left hand would dangle, my right would naturally become entangled, and your grip would diagnose me with full onset arthritis. I always dreamed of being a writer, but I could live without it. As long as the spaces between my fingers remained filled, never uneased, I'd be happy, elated. The thought of never again having to buy mittens, winter became non-existent. Sunny days were abolished because having to shield our eyes would result in the sticky residue collected over months being exposed to the air, and we feared it would attract the bumblebees who've been starving to taste some truly organic pollen. Because we are the fresh market of hand holders, not advocates of handheld devices, but true diplomats of PDA. Never have I ever wanted anything more than my clammy hands to make chowder with yours. I was always a fan of seafood. But only you knew how much I preferred dessert. We stayed up late, and our fingertips became nomads, but whenever asked, there was no doubt that they knew exactly where home was. Make me your secondary address. I'm more than happy to be your emergency contact, because these hands can certainly do a hell of a lot more than heal. They can tell deliciously illicit stories, but only when your body is the canvas. They can count the amount of our shared heavy breaths, but they can never seem to lift them. There will be no need to calibrate, for I will learn that my fingerprints have been imprinted in your DNA a long ways before they were ever in mine, and I have nothing but full intentions in making sure they find their way back home. I'm calling it an Amber Alert, because babe, they've never been more lost. And I know I'm going to hate the wait, but I will see you on that milk carton every morning, and I will eat my breakfast slowly.